Fans of the first season are doubtless excited to see the return of fan favorites characters like Captain Carter, Black Widow, and of course the Watcher. But where the first season retained the same general formula of superhero mini-movie, Season 2 sees showrunner AC Bradley and the entire creative crew branch out and try something new. It's not entirely outside of that superhero formula, but of course this is the MCU after all. But as other projects shown, Black Panther, Ms. Marvel, and Thor Ragnarok, to name a few, several decades of ongoing superhero telling can have that breath of fresh air when creatives are willing to play with the genre, concept, and the characters. Of the latest batch of MCU, Episode 3, What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas, and Episode 6, What If Kahori Reshaped the World, stands out as the best. Episode 3 is one of the most funnier episodes, taking advantage of Christmas Eve release date to riff on the genre of Christmas movies and specials, including a certain action film that's apparently at the heart of Christmas movie debates. It's not trying to be serious, and it doesn't ask the audience to treat it as such. On the other side of things is the introduction of Kahori in Episode 6, an episode told almost entirely in the Mohawk language. To do that and grant that much time to a character was created expressly for this series. It's the kind of boldness that would have better served What If Season 2 overall. I hope the team is willing to attempt to do this again should the series return for a third season. What If Season 2 stumbles with an interconnected multiverse? The big twist at the end of Season 1 was the Watcher assembling the characters from most of the standalone stories serve as the guardians of the multiverse, meaning those stories were not all that standalone after all. Understandably, Marvel repeats this concept in Season 2 with the plots revolving around a different character this time around. There's something to be said for interconnectivity, in that it inevitably raises the stakes for any story, when it becomes so much bigger just for one or two characters. There's only so high the stakes can go before the charm wears off, and this is no longer the self-contained What If story it was supposed to be, but a simple, different MCU somewhere in the multiverse. In connecting some of the stories, but not all of them, What If winds up attributing more importance to plotlines and characters over others. Arguably, the same could be said for MCU as a whole, which calls back to certain films, series more than others. But making a smaller, interconnected, ongoing story within an anthology that functions best as a series of standalones can make the series feel tonally stuck in the middle. It's a mixed bag of highs and lows. In trying to have both an ongoing plot across episodes and seasons prepared throughout with standalone stories, What If is trying to have its cake and eat it too. That's not to say this season is not enjoyable at all. It's a lot of fun, and several episodes are rich and compelling, making me wish the whole season was just like that. However, it's frustrating when the potential for it to be just much greater is visible but seems to be laying just out of reach. Personal rating 7 out of 10. The cliffhanger at the end of the final episode was truly breathtaking.